Arkansas's best and brightest, everyone. Hey y'all, it's your girl Keykey here, and as you can see by the title, today I'll be talking about my truth at ASMSA, which is a local residential high school here in Arkansas. So before we get on with the video, don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel for more content. And since it's going to be a long video, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about, and if you see me looking down, I have my tablet right here with my list of things. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is my first impression of ASMSA. Also, for those of you who do not know, ASMSA stands for Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. It's a residential high school or boarding school, if you will. And I'm a graduate of class of 2018. It's a small school with roughly 200 students or so, a little over. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so my first impression of the school, I hadn't heard about the school until the summer before my sophomore year of high school, which you apply your sophomore year of high school. I went to a summer program called Helix there that summer, and at first I thought it was a college. I honestly didn't even know it was a high school at first till I actually pulled up for the summer program, which was a 2-week program. So that's when I first encountered the school. And so going off the topic of talking about roommates, at ASMSA I had a total of 3 roommates. My first roommate, she decided ASMSA was not for her about a month into school, and she just wasn't happy there and it wasn't what she wanted, so she decided to leave about a month in. I think it was September, October-ish. And so I didn't have a roommate for the rest of the semester, so I had my own room for first semester junior year. Then second semester junior year, I decided to get a roommate, and she was a good roommate. We had some differences I'm not going to talk about, but it was okay, not the best roommate experience, but it was okay, I guess. Then my senior year, I had a roommate. I had the same roommate all year. She was nice and good. We got along pretty well in the room. We didn't like conflict or anything too much. It was, yeah, we just stayed in our own areas most of the time. Overall, I had a okay roommate experience. None of my roommates were absolutely terrible, but could have been better. But honestly, it was okay. Okay, so next is classes and teachers. So if you go into ASMSA, you need to know the classes are college level. Majority of the classes are college credit. I think I left with over 42 hours of college credit. So it's very hard, it's very rigorous. But as long as you work hard, keep in contact with your teachers, ask when you need help. Don't say, oh, I'll try to do it on my own. No. Like, if you need help, go to a teacher, go to somebody in your class, or like find someone to help you, because it'll be really hard to do it on your own, and there are a lot of resources there to help you, whether it's the librarian or your classmate or your teacher or another teacher that teaches the same subject. I use that one a lot. It's always good to find a resource to help you when you don't know what to do. The teachers themselves, I personally love most of them. They're great. They really care about you. Most of them really care about you. They care about what they do. A lot of them did teach in colleges, so they treat you semi like college students, like not completely because you're not an adult yet, but that as far as the work and stuff like that, they treat you like college students. You get college work, and sometimes even your exams are actual college exams. Just not all teachers are the same. Not all teachers teach their classes the same, and not all teachers teach the way that you actually learn. So it's best to find a resource that teaches in the way that is best for you. And just work your resources and do what you can. Okay, so the next subject is food. So the cafeteria at ASMSA is inside of the Res Life building. Which actually, I'm gonna put a picture of the Res Life building like here or something, or a flash on the screen or something. I'll put a picture of the Res Life building, and actually I might put in a video that I took of my room when it was empty. I might do that also. But the food, it wasn't that bad to me, honestly. A lot of people said it was horrible. A lot of people said, oh, it doesn't taste right. Like, personally, I think coming from a fairly lower income family, I didn't think it was that bad. Yeah, it probably wasn't the best, but it honestly was way better than my high school I was coming from. So I'm like, this is pretty good to me. It was a home cooked meal that they cooked every day. And you had a salad bar, you had desserts every meal. The desserts are the best, at least they were last year. They are always delicious, and like, they were great. And there's also cereal if you don't want to eat. There's oatmeal. There's a deli bar where you can get a sandwich made, which was great. I always got sandwiches made, and there's always something to eat. Like, even if you don't like what they're serving that day, you can find something. You can eat cereal, you can eat oatmeal and stuff like that, and you'll be fine. Okay, so the next thing I have on my list is friends. Okay, so for my class, so my personal experience, during Fortnite, everybody was friends. Everybody learned everyone's name. We loved each other. It was really great. It was a great experience, especially coming from a big school where your class is 300 to going to a smaller school where your class is about 110 or so. So it was refreshing to have everyone be so nice and everything like that. But after Fortnite, you just have to realize not everyone's going to be the same. Not everybody's gonna be the same way they were when you first met them. So yes, friend groups form, which I guess you can call them like cliques, like, but they're not as strict as you would think a clique would be. That's why we call them friend groups. So it's just who you eat lunch with, who you hang with, but that doesn't mean somebody from one friend group can't hang out with somebody from another. That's not true. Like, everyone was nice. Of course, there are some people who are disrespectful, who aren't nice, and who you just don't get along with, which I had a few times. And like, but enjoy your time. Don't let people ruin your time. Yes, you'll find friends who will stay with you after graduation, who will be your friends probably for a lifetime. I personally did find that, and I have 3 friends, and we still talk to this day. We've been out of school for about a month, and we've already started talking about going to visit each other. If they let me, I will put a picture of us at graduation right here. And yeah, you make some really good friends. A lot of people I know still talk to their friends that they went to ASMSA with. I see them on Snapchat all the time. They go. Next point I have is staff. So at ASMSA, the staff, which when I say staff, I mostly mean like the Res Life staff. I personally think the staff was pretty good, pretty great. Yes, they get annoying because they tell you what to do and you're away from your parents, so you feel like they shouldn't tell you what to do, which I felt that way plenty of times. Because I honestly just don't like people telling me what to do. So it gets frustrating when you want to go out, especially since you have to be on campus by like by 9, I think. And I'm a person who likes to go out at night. So that was hard for me to be told, you got to get back on campus. You can't leave campus now. You can't leave campus because it's not 4 o'clock yet, but you have to be back by 9. It was annoying, but they're honestly just doing their job. They're pretty great. They are there whenever you need them, whenever you need to talk to them. I honestly don't know who will be there next year because RMs switch out very often. We had by my senior year, most of the RMs who I started my junior year with were not there. And so just be calm, show respect, and they will respect you. They're just doing their job, even though you'll get mad at them, they'll get mad at you. Sometimes they are fussy. Sometimes they just get upset over the little things, but you just gotta deal, honestly, because you're there to get an education. Okay, so my next point is activities. At ASMSA, there's always something to do. There's always a club to join. The club's always meeting. They're always holding an event. Personally, the clubs I was a part of was STEP Team, Future Business Leaders of America, National Honor Society, cheerleading, Interact Rotary Club, Model UN, like so many things. But I think they said limited to 5 clubs you're in. But if you can manage it, do what you want, honestly, because a lot of clubs don't meet very often. Some meet once a month, some meet whenever you need to, some meet twice a week though, some meet once a week. Like, it just, you have to schedule them right and make sure you join clubs that don't conflict too much. Okay, so the last topic that I have to talk about is one that is very important to me and that I feel I can speak the most on, and that is my experience as being a person of color, and specifically an African American at ASMSA. Honestly, it was kind of hard because you are a large minority. It's a mostly Caucasian school, and there are other ethnicities and different people there who come from different backgrounds, but there honestly aren't a lot of African Americans there. My class personally, we decided to stay together, decided to make our own little community that we could come to as people of color, and we talked to each other, we hung out together just to make the transition easier, because most of us did come from schools that were primarily African American, where we didn't have to deal with people calling us the N-word, with people just not caring, being insensitive. I would personally say, find at least one person who can understand your struggle, or that you can talk to, whether it be a student or a teacher or anyone. And yeah, it was hard, but you can get through it as long as you have the right friends, the right people to talk to, the right friend group. And even the people you talk to, they don't have to be the same race or ethnicity as you are. Like, just venting and telling someone your struggles really helps. Overall thought, I do love ASMSA. I love my experience there. It was a great experience. It teaches you how to live in a dorm before you get to college, because you do it for 2 years. It prepares you for college. It gets you college hours. But every good comes with a bad. Okay guys, so that is it. That is my ASMSA experience. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video. Shameless promotion. Yeah, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, or you can find me on my Instagram. I'll put a picture right here, or you can add me on Snapchat. I'll put the code right here. And yeah, like this video, subscribe to my channel,